Question number 2. Some say Oviedo has too much debt, currently $70 million, of which around $50 million is water revenue generating utility debt. What would you have done differently to be able to meet those needs?
So the question was about the current level of debt we have. The majority of it is based off of the water treatment facility plant. I personally am happy that our city owns our own water treatment facility as well as our public works. There are a lot of other cities that are in surrounding neighborhoods or surrounding cities that don't have their own. And because of that, they have to depend on outside companies and have higher water bills because of that. So I personally think that we're doing a great job.
It's not very productive to talk about what I would have done differently. Here we are, we have about $70 million worth of debt. I think it's more productive to talk about what I would do differently going forward to try to shift us from a city that operates perpetually by taking out new loans to a city that operates by saving up before we spend. So the way we do that is by stopping our habit of buying whatever looks shiny and negotiating a lot harder with developers who may be coming in and want to negotiate impact fee credits or things like that. Or if we need to, maybe we need to redo a roof or something. If we're able to save up versus getting a loan, I think we need to start on a trajectory where we act like like grown-up people who pay off their mortgage by retirement age. I'd love to see us, by the time we finish developing all of the vacant land, to have a perspective where that's the way we operate.
I've heard people say that we pay too much for the water treatment plant, and maybe we did, and I think maybe we didn't negotiate it very well. So the way that I would handle these kind of things going forward is I would use some of the expertise that I've learned at Lockheed. I've negotiated $500 million contracts with the government. I understand how to negotiate these types of things, and I would work very closely to get us the best deals possible. A lot of the problems that we have, though, are the sunshine laws in Florida require the city to use public hearings to even talk about what our negotiation positions would be. So the people we're negotiating with know what we're going to do before we ever sit down to the table with them. So it's a little bit of a challenge in the process that's different than maybe I had before. But what I would like to do is look at that process, understand the best way that we can negotiate in the future to make sure that the residents get the very best deal possible on any projects like that going forward.
Thank you very much. And Citizens Bank is proud to sponsor this video. We encourage all the residents of Oviedo to go out and vote and make sure your vote matters.